Greetings, one and all.
Hey.
We're in Estero, Florida.
Exactly.
Once again, by the way, we're getting a little reverb back and forth off the awning, I guess you would call it.
Probably not,
We're at the
because of
Miromar
our
Mall.
lavalier mics. They're
Could
going
be.
straight into the camera, so you don't get the
You
reverb.
don't get it, but we do.
We're getting it.
Good to see you. It's a Tuesday at the mall, so we don't know what to expect. You know, we know it's crowded here on Friday and Saturday, certainly, but hopefully it'll be. What is the temperature? Would you say? Close to 80.
It's supposed to be a high of 82 here today.
Yeah, it's really
It's
nice
quite
weather.
warm, yeah. But
So
it's
I don't know
lovely.
where
We're
you are in
shade.
the world. If you're in Indiana or if you're in Kentucky, I know that it's supposed to be like cold and then get warm, but I don't know. But
Warm tomorrow, then 40 on Friday.
great
but
here.
Whatever. However that works.
Hi, how are you all? Good. Got some youngins here. The music starts here about 4 o'clock, which currently it is what? 3:30. Thank you.
3:27.
That disembodied voice you heard is going to be our trivia
You're
guest.
fixing to meet him.
Good to see you all. The traffic getting down here was a little sketchy. It wasn't bad. But here's what we got. We got to get it in your head that the left lane on the interstate, folks, is for passing. So don't be cruising along in that interstate. If you're not passing anybody, get over to the right because I'm coming through, baby.
And I'm riding with him.
So as most of you know, we've been doing this thing where we find just a random guest
The random person.
and ask a trivia question. And if they get it right, we give them usually the $5 anyway. We got Dwayne.
Dwayne is here.
Dwayne, come over here.
Hi.
Hey. Oh, you're going to stand up? Good. Dwayne's from Illinois. What part of Illinois?
Peoria.
Peoria, that's right. The home of the Bradley Braves. My introduction to the Bradley Braves was when Jim Les and Hersey Hawkins played there.
Yes.
You remember those days?
Yes, yes.
Oh, so you're no young kid. He's old like me.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
By the way, shout out to Chad Klein, my former high school teammate who actually played in the mid-'90s at Bradley. And did I say mid-'90s?
Yes.
Why is he 10 years older than me?
Isn't that something?
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
Isn't that something?
So are you ready for a trivia question?
Yes.
And thank you so much for being a good sport. He was telling me off camera that in addition to the fact he is born and raised in and lives in Central Illinois, he does like Purdue sports, basketball in particular.
Yes.
So I've got a Purdue question for you. 1980 was the year Purdue went to the Final Four. Do you remember that year? Louisville won the championship?
No, I don't remember.
Oh, no.
I don't
Oh,
remember.
no. Well, we'll use this as a test question. Purdue's best player that year went in 1981, number one
Pick.
number one in the NBA draft. Who was it? He was a center. Played for Golden State.
I don't know.
His name was Joe Barry Carroll, and he was such a bust in the NBA. Although he did make the All-Star team one year, they called him Joe Barely Cares. Isn't that awful?
Oh, that's terrible.
Isn't that terrible?
Yes, yes.
All right.
Maybe
That was just a test question.
the guard or the center this year will be number one in the draft.
Possibly. They're really good this year.
Yeah.
And Alabama, I think, seems to be their competition. Alabama's pretty good this year.
Houston.
Houston's pretty good. Oh, I watched them play. They're really good, too.
Yeah.
But that was just a trick question. That was a test just to see where you are.
Making me
Here's the
hard.
real question. Here's the real
Glad you
question.
were sitting here.
Yes,
I know you
yes.
are.
Who is the current head basketball coach for Purdue University?
I can see him. He's got gray hair. He's about 60 years old, but I don't know his name.
Who is the coach for Houston?
I don't know.
Who's the coach for Bradley?
I can see him. He wears glasses, wears a tie, but I can't think of his name.
If they were involved in a robbery, he's got the description.
You say
He knows.
you're a
He
huge
knows.
college basketball fan, eh, Dwayne?
But I don't pay any attention to names.
Well, Matt Painter
Nor
is
do
at Matt Painter's at Purdue.
Okay.
Hey, listen,
Kelvin Sampson is at Houston, and I don't know who's at Bradley. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
is it Jim Les? Did he start coaching there? No,
No, Jim Les has been gone a long time.
I know that, but I thought he came back and coached.
No.
Okay.
Well, he did for a couple of years, and that was it.
So he's not there anymore.
No.
See, I don't know that.
The superintendent of the college fired Les because he was making more than what she was.
Oh,
So that was the end of it, and then the next year she was gone.
the old
I'm
big trading contest.
I'm
yeah.
the big cheese on
Okay.
campus, and
Well,
Les wasn't going to be the big cheese.
Well, Dwayne, we appreciate you being a good
Okay.
sport. Here's $5 anyway.
Don't need the money.
Oh, you're too kind.
Oh, you're so kind.
Look at that, boys and girls. I get to keep $5. I'll try not to spend it
Oh
one
my
place.
gosh.
Okay.
We might have White Castle.
Well, thanks again for being a good sport.
Okay.
And thank you for watching. And
Absolutely.
if you're not in the area, I don't know why you're not in the area, because I tell you what, the weather down here is absolutely wonderful.
Fab.
We'll see you when we see you. Stay out of trouble. And Sarah,
What?
as normal, I'll bail you out of jail one time.
He would not.
That's all you get.
He would not do that for me.